in this video, we're going to be working on shoulder blades and ribs. So, we're going to be working on, it's probably one of the hardest things. We've done the pelvis, we've done our breath work. Now we're going to be working on shoulder blade placement. Little anatomy lesson. Your shoulder blades are the only bone in the body that are completely reliant on muscles to stay in a line. Now, those muscles are connected to arms, right, neck, spine, but also to the ribs. So we've already learned, right, that by inhaling and popping the ribs out isn't a good way to breathe, but also when you pop the ribs out or let yourself expand, you're pulling your ribs away from your shoulder blades. Your shoulder blades can't connect in and down. Those things jam in your spine. So when you pop the chest out, and a lot of times when people are talk to me about posture, they're like, oh, well, especially for tall people, oh, well, I was always taught to pull back, that this is the way that we should be walking. Well, if you look at my alignment when I do this, my shoulders are way behind my ears. How you should be aligned is your ears, your shoulders, and your hips should be in a nice even line. And then when you're standing, that goes down to the ankles. So, and then whatever happens in between is what happens. But a lot of times we overdo this, which causes what I call spine cleavage, right? So we're actually squeezing in the spine, and the shoulder blades are just like, they explode off the back and they don't know what to do. So there's a few things. Also, I come across lots of shoulder blades that are like glued on the back and they don't move. So that's another issue. And so the last issue that I'd like to speak with, especially with my ladies, is that bras. Okay, so we have to wear them, right? But in massage, we learn that 90-degree pressure on a muscle makes it release. So the problem being that when you have that releasing that muscle, other muscles have to kick in. So pretty much women walk around with pretty much their bodies cut in half because it's really hard to engage a shoulder blade down in through the lats to recruit to the core when, and that's the chain that we're trying to do, when you're being cut in half, you can't even feel your lats. So for this exercise, it's a really good idea, ladies, either wear something really loose, right, if you can, or take off the bras, right? Yay! So husbands and boyfriends, maybe even girlfriends, partners will rejoice. But you want to do these as free as possible so that you can discover the muscles, okay? So first of all, what we're going to talk about is rib placement. So I'm going to have you guys lay down on your backs, okay? So when we place our ribs, we want to make sure that everything, now we've discussed this in the pelvis video too. Anytime we lay down, we need to make sure that everything's aligned. So our ribs, okay, if they're popping up, okay, we're not only straining the back, but we're also straining through the neck. So what you want is you want to, again, the ribs, the throat, and the shoulders all have a weighted blanket on them, and they're all softly drawing down. Okay? Now you may feel the need as you draw down to adjust what's under your head. Okay? Do that. Okay? That's okay. So feel everything sink down. Good. So your rib cage, the best way to say is the front of your ribs that you can see dictate the back of your ribs. Okay? So if the front of your ribs are popping up, right, the back of the ribs are popping up. So your rib cage is like a bird cage. It tips up and it tips down, and it all moves together. You can't pull your ribs down leaving the back ribs up. Okay? It doesn't work. So what you want to do is you take an exhale and pull down, but then you need to sort of lift and then lay everything down nicely again. So once you have it down. Now once you have these down, check in. Shoulders, neck, how are they? Right? Watch your jaw. Are you clenching your jaw? Don't clench your jaw. Okay? So Then from here, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start to discover our shoulder blades, okay? So there's 4 basic movements of the shoulder blades. So just reach your arms up. I want you to inhale the spine into your mat, okay? Feel your shoulder blades widening away from the spine, okay? Don't actually move them. We're actually relaxing, okay? This is relaxed. Good, nice big breath. Good. Now, as you inhale, I want you to move from the shoulder blades, not the shoulders, and not from the neck or the collarbones. So it's super relaxed, okay? Inhale, move your shoulder blades away, and exhale, bring them together, okay? But not squeeze. Don't lose your spine. Inhale, bring them away, protraction. Exhale, draw them together, okay? Inhale away, exhale together. Good. Inhale and exhale. Later on, I'm going to show you, actually maybe I'll show you now, okay? So what this looks like from the back, okay, and you can try this sitting, but it's really hard, okay, is inhale away and exhale together. But when you come in, it's not jamming. It's bringing it in together, and you feel like you're tucking them down, okay? Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now, so that's 2 movements, protraction and retraction. Okay? Now, you're going to take your hands and you're going to float them down beside you. Okay? Now we're going to do elevation and depression of the scapula, the shoulder blades. Okay? So take your shoulder blades and slowly bring them up. Don't squeeze them to the ears because that's muscle. That isn't your shoulder blades moving. And exhale, pull them down. Good. Make sure the ribs don't pop. Okay? Keep the ribs down. Inhale, elevate, exhale, depress. Elevate, depress. Elevate, depress. Good. Elevate and depress. Good. One more time. Good. And depress. Good. Now what that looks like, if I'm up, okay, is, ready? I'm going to elevate and depress. It isn't up here, okay? Elevate, depress. And to depress, you need to be able to get them under all these things. That's why I'm wearing this top, because this is a great top for this, okay? Elevate, depress. Elevate, depress. Good. Now you can try to do one at a time. Okay, so try the right one. Okay, protract, retract, elevate, depress. My right's a bit of a mess. I'm always working on my right side because I'm right arm dominant, very right arm dominant. So I'm always trying to get my right to move properly. My left, protraction, retraction, elevate, depress. It's a pro, okay? So doing both at once, what's going to happen is your brain's going to go to the one that is doing better. So that's why it's good to do them separately as well. So that's protraction, retraction, elevation, and depression. Okay, good. Then we test that. So through all that, then you want to sort of shake it out, okay? And you want to go to neutral. Okay, how you can advance it is you add the arms. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to come back down, and you do this lying down. Okay, and so you come up, good, and you focus. This is not an arm exercise. Okay, this is actually a core exercise. Pull the ribs down, take an inhale, and as you exhale, keep the shoulder in the socket. Make sure the core doesn't move at all, and slowly bring it back up. Good. And 2 and up. And feel the shoulder and the rib all into the mat. 3 and up. You're probably using your core a little bit here. 4, you should be. Good. And 5 and up. I do this at the beginning of every one of my mat classes, and there's a reason. Exhale 1, and we pull down and wrap around. And 2. Good. Keep the strain out of the neck. Okay, if you're in the neck, you either need to adjust your neck, okay? Or you need to focus on the core. 4, pull down through the lats, good, and 5, and up, good, then try both. 1, and up, good, keep it long, 2, and up, good, 3, and up, good, relax your anus, 4, and up, I know, and your jaw, 5, and up, good. You can play around with a bunch of those, but that's the basics around the shoulder blades, okay? There's a bunch of other shoulder blade exercises we'll go through, but this is just the basics, okay? So feel them, right? Move them around. You may have to, you may feel some clicks and crunches, okay? It's all okay, as long as you don't have pain, okay? Working with the shoulder blades is really important because usually one muscle gets torn and you need to work at strengthening the rest. Again, I mentioned it before, that's where working with a properly trained Pilates professional really has its value, because they can see what muscles are working. They can tell if you're doing and executing an exercise properly, because a torn muscle needs to heal. It can't get worked. So if you have pain, go get that checked out. Like sharp pain in your arm doesn't work in that range, that's a huge sign of a tear. Okay, so never work in pain. Okay, guys? So those are your shoulder basics. Now, I'm going to just get the neck out of the way too in this video, because it's really minimal. With your neck, okay, so we know that, I have a slight extension, right? That's why I have a pillow under my head. So when I do things, and I was born with a bit of a strange neck, so I need a lot of support, and I've had to have a lot of support under my neck to get my core strong enough so that I can come up. So don't grip in the neck. Now, it's important that you know that we do have front neck muscles. So if you know that you're really tight in the back, so if you need a lot of pillows, doing these exercises will actually help you. So what I call it is, I call it the sexy double chin. I have to put the word sexy in front of it or else nobody will do it, okay? So what it is it's elongating the back of the neck, so the very, very back. So right where my ponytail is, guys, you might have to get a little bit imaginative if you don't have ponytails. But you're going to pull through the back of the neck. Now, see how it gives me that lovely double chin, right? Sure, it looks fantastic on video. So, but what you want to do is, that's lengthening, but then you want to actually activate here, like you're squeezing one of those stress balls, okay? So get that happening, okay? Now, pull the ribs down, lift through pelvic floor, okay? So what you want to do with your eyes is just follow down a little bit. You don't want to stay looking up. If you look up, believe it or not, the very top vertebrae of your neck stays up, and then that's going to mess up your back. So you always want to try to look where you're trying to go, okay? So don't stay up. You're not going up, you're going this way. So then take a big inhale, okay, through the back of the ribs, and you're going to exhale, and you're going to come up. Good. Hold an inhale, and then exhale. Slowly come down. Notice by the time my head hits the pillow, my core's good. So it's my core lifting me up, and it's my core lowering me down. I have no strain in my neck because my neck is in its proper alignment. It isn't doing this, okay? That is not what we're after, okay? We want to make it about the core, moving your arms from the core, moving your legs from the core, and then putting it all together. So there'll be more videos to come putting it all together, but this is the last of your basics homework. Good. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed these. If you have any comments or questions, you can either message below, right? And of course, always like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please. That way you get updates whenever I put new videos up. So I'm going to be doing lots of videos for you, and I'm very excited about it. I hope you enjoyed it. Get these down pat, okay? Because this is the basic of everything, even just to live, okay? Good. Have a great day. Bye, guys.